He's got 5 fish in the bag today. 11-6.
This is the Mississippi River, La Crosse, Wisconsin. Today, I actually locked down. For you guys that don't know what locking is, I'll show you what locking is at a later date. But I locked down. This is a system where you can actually go from one lake to another. It's real foggy this morning. I just couldn't get anything going in the pool that we're actually launching out of. Pool 8, the one that we launch out of, is, to me, it's complicated to navigate. It's really big, expansive. It's a lot of big grass flats. I've always had trouble finding fish in that pool, so I decided to come down here. I've always struggled a little bit when it's foggy like this. I don't know what that's about. There he is. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, that'll help. That's a good one. Anything helps at this point because I don't have a limit. I think there's a couple different ways to catch them off this thing. I plan to catch them on a drop shot, and of course it's square bill, because y'all know me, I love to go cranking. Sometimes it's not what you got on, what you're throwing. Sometimes, I mean, they're just like you. They're just chilling in the house. They're just chilling. They're not biting. They're not mad at nobody. They're just not biting when you're there. Little one there. It's like a little smallmouth, actually. No, it's a little largy. It's up there really shallow. Smallmouth. That's a largemouth. Okay, now honestly, if I go ahead and catch my 5 right here, you do need some better than average. That sounds so stupid. What tournament have you ever fished where you don't need better than average fish? You got to figure out how to get those. I think I got a way to get those. It's just gonna be a lot more digging than this is. Like right here, I can go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, just right here in this area. I know where to cast, I know where to bait. There's not much thinking involved in this, but like this other deal that I got going, it's a little bit more thinking. So I got a little bit more digging. It's gonna take a little bit, like the cast is gonna have to be perfect. The retrieve is gonna have to be perfect. Here it's kind of mindless, just casting. If I can get 2 more bites right here, if I can get 2 more bites right here, 2 keepers. This is not a keeper, I don't think. It's not even a bass. This is a walleye. It's a walleye. Yeah. Getting into some smaller ones now. Don't think he's gonna make 14 either. Oh, look at him busting up shad. Not 14 inches. All right, so I got my limit. As we say in the country, now I'm looking for my kicker fish. I got quite a few bites in here frogging on the last day of practice. Like, actually, it's probably where I got the most bites. It's right along in here. These Mississippi River fish, they do seem to let you know when you're around them, though. I will give them that much. They're not too sneaky. To be completely honest with you, I was a little ho-hum about coming up here. We've had a lot of recession within our industry, especially in Major League Fishing. In this particular tour, the Invitationals, we don't have a championship. We're really not fishing for anything, is what I'm trying to say. It's not much money on the line. So initially my mind was like, you know, I'm just gonna go in here and just kind of go through the motions and just get out of here. And the more I thought about that, that was a horrible attitude to have, even though some of the feelings that I have is true. But there's still a lot at stake, even though it may not be money or it may not be positions that I'm looking for right now. What's at stake, number one, is honing your craft. I don't get to fish places like this at home. Whether I get confidence in a certain bait this week, learn a spot on this river that I'll be able to use again, because we always come back to these rivers over and over. We come to the same spots a lot. And lastly is just learning. Lastly is just learning how to put together a day of tournament fishing. Two completely different animals. You gotta be 14 inches, that one's 13. Just changed areas. I'm doing something a little different in here. You know, we already tried a little current break. I frogged a little bit. I had 2 bites on the frog and I lost both of them. Had them actually like hooked up too. Just kind of turned them like 5 times and come off. Right here I'm swimming a jig. This little island right here, it has a good bit of current on it. And I was just swimming my jig just down the side of the eelgrass. I got like 5 or 6 bites down this one stretch. So I'm praying to God, and they were good ones too. Come on, baby. I know that should have been there. I knew it should have been one right there. I thought it would have stayed. I thought there was something special about the grass. You can see it ain't no current there. So small. Every fish I've caught today has been so small. Not in there. That's a good one. That's a good one. Okay, so those few really helped me out. I moved up pretty good. I got one that's pushing 3, and I caught them right back-to-back casts, caught another 2. That's really gonna help the day kind of move along. So I think I figured out what's going on. I figured out what I need to key on. So now I'm gonna really stress finding those sharper edges. They're a little bit deeper. Finding those lily pads with a little bit of eelgrass mixed in, boy. If I can get just a little momentum, I feel like if I can get like 12 or 13 pounds a day, it'd be really good. All right, I picked up another one on a chatterbait. This is a new chatterbait Evo, brand new one. I may be one of the only guys in the competition that's got this guy. This is a new chatterbait that we come out with. You've probably seen it on Insta. You've probably seen me fishing with it in a couple of my vlogs here recently. Put a little bit of time in with it this summer. I like it a lot so far. This thing really hits hard, and it gets started instantly as soon as it hits the water. I'm gonna move around, see if I can't find. I think there's another stretch right back up here, but that's definitely the thing, is I find these little lily pad stretches. It's got grass on them. All right, we should be getting into the good water right here. You see how these lily pads meet the eelgrass right here? It seemed like all the bites I got literally 0 bites, and then as soon as I pulled to some pads that had the eelgrass and lily pads mixed like this with pretty good water close by, I caught like 3 or 4 in a row. Caught a couple pike. Like I just started getting bit all of a sudden. caught him on the freaking trolling motor. He bit it so quick I didn't know what to do. Last cast. Well, it's not the last cast of the day, hopefully, but I'm gonna try to go back to the lock and make sure I get back through successfully. I locked through to pull 9. It takes maybe 15 minutes to get through the lock if nobody's in it when I get there. Now, the problem is, I hope there's no bars there. I know you guys don't know much about locks, but if Mississippi River is used for barge traffic, commercial traffic, and if a barge needs to get through the lock, well, they get to go before us because we're just here because we're here. That could be a problem. Sometimes the barges take several hours to get through, and if I get caught in that, I'm done for the day. So as of now, I got 2 hours to get back. Okay, y'all, here's the deal. I'm about to go back through the lock. Here's how the lock works. I'm down in the pool. We're launching in, just assume we're launching in a pool or a lake. It's a big lake, big pool, plenty of fish in it. Well, I decided not to fish there. It was just very overwhelming for me to understand how to catch fish. There's a lot of massive flats and dikes and all these things going on. When I come down here, I go through this lock system, and I'm about to go through now, where they can actually put you in this little cell and drop you down or lift you up. Came down here because I feel like the fishing is a lot more direct. There's a lot more creeks, not as many flats, so it makes it easier for me to pinpoint where to fish. We gonna make it.
Huh?
I said we gonna make it. I was worried about some drama.
What time are you getting back?
3:30.
Oh yeah, I'm 3:15.
Yeah. We probably could have waited 2:30 or so. I was just scared too.
I was scared.
Yeah. So let's carry this old Merc. Let's air this thing out and see what else I can catch for today. About now, y'all clean? Yeah.
He's got 5 fish in the bag. Again, blat, Brian Latimer. And we got
Yeah.
today's weight 12.6. 12.6. Brian, go ahead.
12.6, man, that was a lot more. He must have put a little extra slime on the fish. I thought I had like 10 or 11.
Okay.
It was a good day. The reason it was a good day, not because I caught some fish, but I didn't tear nothing up. This river's hard to run, dude.
For sure.
This ain't no kiddie stuff out here. You gotta know what you're doing to get around.
That's right.
I brought that Falcon back with a lower unit.
There
I
you
didn't
go.
scratch the gel coat, so I'm happy. I just gotta get through that. Maybe 2 more days.
You got it. On 2 more days. You got
I
it.
know.
Thank you, sir.
Yes,
Good to
sir.
see you.
Thank you.
Drew Klein from Guilford, Illinois.
Thank you, my man.
Sir.
Yes, sir. Well, it was a pretty good day. Pretty good day out there today. I ain't got nothing to complain about. I had 12 pounds. I actually had 12 pounds, 10 ounces. Knocking on the door 13 now. Knocking on the door 13. I had one to decide he wanted to die on me. So I ended up with 12 pounds, 6 ounces. I caught all my fish. Dude, it was pretty cool. I caught all my fish on this new bait. This is the new Chatterbait Evo. If you can see this guy right here. New Chatterbait Evo. The thing was neat about it is, if you watch any of my vlogs lately, you know I've been throwing this Gremlin trailer on the back of my chatterbait, and it's been working. When I came up with this gremlin, I didn't really think about chatterbait trailer. Wasn't on my mind when we designed it, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna say something right here. It's gonna kind of throw you off a little bit. It don't look that good on the back of the chatterbait. Now, you're not supposed to say that. It really doesn't look that good. I just decided to try it one day, and I put it down in the water, and it started shaking and jiving. I was like, that's probably gonna be too much action. But dude, the fish have been biting this thing. Like, I tried this in Florida, it worked. Now I'm up here in La Crosse, Wisconsin, with a gremlin on the back of the chatterbait. I don't know. It worked a little bit. So 3/8 ounce chatterbait Evo. Then the other thing I caught some fish on was just a little 3/8 ounce swim jig. And this is a helicraw, Z-Man helicraw, just kicking around lily pads. I think I found the secret. The secret was fishing those lily pads that was next to eelgrass. Once I started doing that, I started getting a lot of bites. I caught a lot of little fish this morning. Honestly, I caught a lot of little fish this morning. I probably was setting like 7 or 8 pounds for most of the day until I picked up the swim jig and chatterbait and started catching a little bit better fish. With that being said, I feel like tomorrow is going to be really, really good for me because I got an area that I like. I got a bait that I like. I don't see much that could go wrong. I think it's going to be good.